Welcome back to Leeds Lately for the live watch-along of Leeds United versus Blackburn at Elland Road. First thing to say, Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed celebrations last night, and I hope you all are going to have a really good year this year. I hope Leeds United are as well, which brings us on to today's game against Blackburn Rovers, which, of course, we are looking forward to hopefully getting 3 points and extending our lead at the top of the championship table, because as it stands, we are the league leaders. We were the league leaders at New Year, which really helped us out. So we finished the year on 51 points with Sheffield United on 49 and Burnley on 48, because they, of course, after our game, they drew with Middlesbrough 0-0 and only gained a point. So if we win again today, we guarantee that we stay top of the championship for another week, which is, of course, great for us. Welcome everybody who is joining as well. Welcome to all our Leeds Lately members. Thank you for all the support, continued support over the course of last year, and hopefully into this year as well. And thanks, of course, to our non-members as well, who also keep the channel going. Yeah, look, I'm looking forward to this game. Let's have a little look at the lineup. I'll put it on the screen for you now. Meslier in goal, of course. Bogle, Rodon, Strauch and Byram make an unchanged back four. Ahead of them are Rothwell and Tanaka, with Ampadu dropping back to the bench again. And then James, Aronson and Solomon make up the attacking line behind Joel Peru, who's, of course, come back in and replaced Mateo Joseph. Andy Rowe asking who holds the record for the most points in the championship. It was Reading. I think they got 107 points or 118 points or something. Highest ever championship points total. Yes, so it was Reading in 2005-2006, which was actually the second year it was actually called the championship and not just the second division. And they had 106 points at the end of that season. Yeah, some people saying there's a CB saying that they're surprised that Ampadu is benched. Yeah, look, I don't know how good or bad his injury was, and whether this has kind of contributed to him having a little bit of a rest, like Robert's saying there. The bench, by the way, Darlow in goal. Well, obviously he'll come on. If he comes on, he's in goal. Verber, Schmidt, Ampadu, Gilavogi, Ramazani, Nonto, Bamford and Joseph. And I'll tell you what, that is a very strong bench to have in the championship. A very, very strong bench. Yeah, we have decent depth here. And look, especially at Elland Road, we seem to be very able to kind of do the business. Look, last season, at this point, we still would have been third in this year's division, but it would have been a bit closer. Like the way that Ipswich and Leicester did last season was like unheard of, really. Two teams doing that and running away with it, and Leeds did really well to keep up, to be honest. But this season, you've got to feel like things might return to the norm a little bit more, and we might see a little bit more of a normal season if we can still get the points total that we got last season. And we've got a very, very good chance of going up. We really do. Let's say a little New Year Super Chat goal here. Let's set that for 2 hours. Well, first game of the new year, and hopefully somebody like Joel Peru pops up with the first goal of the new year. I hope so. Blackburn did a job on us at Ewood Park. I'm just really hoping that we can repay the favour here. But Blackburn aren't a bad side. They're really not a bad side, but we have to be beating them. Not really, Michael. I don't really tend to make them, to be honest. Hi, Matt Robinson. Welcome to the chat. Hopefully Leeds go and do the business today. Looking forward to this one. Those of you who are just joining us, that is the lineup for today. Melier, Bogle, Rodon, Strauch, Byram, Rothwell, Tanaka, James, Aronson, Solomon, Peru. Where are Blackburn in the table? I think they're just outside the the playoffs, aren't they? Or are they inside the playoffs now? Table. Oh no, Blackburn are 5th. They're like 12 points behind us, but doesn't mean that they're not a good side. Plymouth, rock bottom. Plymouth, Portsmouth and Cardiff make up the bottom 3 at the moment, but we are worrying about the top 3, not the bottom 3. Joel Peru with a goal today could go joint second in the top scorers charts as well. It's quite weird, isn't it, that when, like, under Farker last time and most other times, to be honest, we've been in the Championship, even under Bielsa, we never really had anyone who was properly leading the top scorer chart. We just don't really ever have that. Even the assists chart, we don't seem to. We don't seem to feature on there too often. Let's all just be as positive as humanly possible today, and so New Year. Hopefully, the same Leeds United that have won the last 3 games. Blackburn lineup, Pears in goal, Britton, Beck, Tronstad, Bath, Hyam, Dolan, Baker, Ohashi, Vyman and Hedges, with a bench of Buckley, Cozier, Dewberry, Gay, Leonard, Litherland, McFadden, O'Grady, Macken. There's a lot of double-barreled names in the Blackburn squad. Come on, Leeds. Aronson's on 7 goals as well. Oh, yeah, no, Campwell, good point. 146 WJT. He was their danger man. Lewis Baker in the midfield for them. Come on, Leeds. Strauch and Tronstad shaking hands. And we are just moments away from kickoff here at Elland Road. If you do want to get some classic football shirts, I'd imagine there's some New Year's sales going on at the moment. If you use my link in the description, it's an affiliate link, so I get a small commission, and use Leeds Letley 10 at checkout. If you find any Leeds shirts you like, you'll get 10% off as well. Welcome everybody who's joining us. Welcome, Rad. Blackburn are going to be the ones taking the kick-off here. We are underway here at Elland Road. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button, everybody. Good shout, Goz. It's going to be an early throw in here to Blackburn. Yeah, 3 key players missing, Ben's saying. That was quick, William. We might score from a corner. Hold that thought, Isaac. We'll see. Long ball forward there from Leeds. I think it came from the throw-in. Now it's being headed around a little bit and picked up in the midfield there. But the long ball from the Blackburn midfield just bounces harmlessly through to Meslier, who can now roll that one out to Pascal Strauch. Here's Strauch on the ball again. Now Joe Rodon. Bogle. Back to Rodon, then across to Strauch. Strauch, Rodon. Look like they're set up in a very organised way, Blackburn, and of course they're going to be under John Eustace. Good run, though, here from Rothwell. Plays it out wide now to Byram. Byram should have crossed it in then. Really poor decision to stop there. Aronson comes in to try and help make a tackle, and now Blackburn are going to try and clear the ball. Yeah, trying to play football, though, but Leeds have picked it off. And now Byram back again to Aronson. Gets it inside to Joel Piroux. Now Aronson again, and then Aronson's ball just rolls harmlessly through into the middle of the penalty area. Aronson does feel like he was hit in the face there, I think. Good little move there by Leeds, just trying to play those little one-touch passes. Aronson into Piroux, played it back to Aronson, and then Aronson's pass. Ooh, Aronson's taking a right whack to the eye there. He's got a black eye already. Yeah, Aronson took a right whack to the eye, unless he already had that black eye and he's just been hit again in it, which is also painful. But if it's new, then he's come up with a shiner instantly. Here's Strauch running into his own corner and then giving the ball to Meslier, who's going to have to clear under a little bit of pressure. Now Piroux heads it straight to a Blackburn player, though. Blackburn with the ball at the back now. Long ball forward from them. Bounces again harmlessly through to Elland Meslier. You must get whacked pretty hard to get an instant shiner like that. The jinx with Blackburn as bad as the playoff jinx. There's no such thing. I'm going to put it out there. There's no such thing as a jinx anyway. The jinx is... I think it's... I'm not having a go at anyone in the chat for saying it's a jinx with Blackburn or a jinx with John Eustace, but I actually think it's a little bit disrespectful to call it a jinx with John Eustace, because if he seems to get good results against us, and with whatever team he's playing... whatever team he's managing, he seems to do pretty well against Leeds, then it's not a jinx. He's just a pretty good championship manager, and he knows how to set up a side, and he knows how to be stable, and he knows how to be... Dan James down the right-hand side here, and he's won Leeds a corner kick. But he's just a good championship manager, John Eustace, and I think it's not a jinx. It's just he's a decent manager. I think he's just rotating, to be honest, Michael. I think with everybody fit, the depth that we have in this squad, you can actually easily afford to just swap a load of players around all the time, because we've got so many good players who want starting minutes. I genuinely think we've got such a good, such a good squad that we can do that. Rothwell, ball into the box. Header, goalkeeper can easily save that one, and we're up to 39 corners since we last scored a goal from one. Andy's saying, was I ever a believer in the theory of Peru coming on late after the opposition were tired? I think it was certainly working for a time with him coming on late. And the thing is, it's like, it's confirmation bias, isn't it? Because he was coming on late and scoring, or coming on as a substitute at least, and scoring, we all then think, oh, well, it's because the opposition are tired and he's got a bit more space and time. But then he's played really well when he's been starting in the team as well. So I just don't think it's I think we were just confirming that ourselves by saying, oh well, look, it's but I think it's coincidence, not correlation. Here's Rodon. Oh, Rodon's past there, cut out. But it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Don't even know if Mateo Joseph is very fast though, Pierre. I from what I've seen, I've never particularly thought he was a quick player. Happy New Year, Jeff. Welcome. Yeah, they're always very well organised, Michael, John Eustace sides, and he's just a decent manager. And I think the fact that we seem to struggle against him for whichever team he's managing is just a compliment to him, to be honest. I think he's a decent manager. Here's Solomon, who's just slipped but then managed to get back up again. Rothwell tried to play a little low daisy cutter through for Aronson there, but it's gone out for a goal kick and he was never able to get to it. Right idea there from Joe Rothwell, but the wrong execution. There was too much on it, and it's going to be a goal kick now for Blackburn. So Pears getting ready to send this one long. Back to Pears, the goalkeeper now. Oh, he's tripped there and somehow played it across the face of his own goal to his defender. But Leeds, I think Piru had a moment there where he thought he was going to score in an open goal. Yeah, I don't understand why people keep signing Rooney as a manager. I don't understand what kind of idiots have to be in a boardroom to think that it's a good idea to get Wayne Rooney as your manager. As strange as it sounds, it's almost like a bit of a glamour signing, getting Wayne Rooney as the manager rather than someone with a bit of substance. Here's Tanaka doing his defensive duties very well. Now Bogle clears. It's gone all the way through to the Blackburn goalkeeper, helped on by the defender, and now cleared long. And it's actually going to be Byram's to easily pick that up in loads of space. No idea, Chazza. I can't believe that it took them so long to sack him. He should have sacked him. It's difficult to say you should sack people after a game against a team at the top of the Championship. If a team plays Leeds, Burnley or Sheffield United and loses, then it's hard to say, oh, you should be sacked, because there wasn't really ever much hope. But the way that they lost against us, Plymouth, without having a single shot was mental. Like, how is that possible? You must be able to have a shot. Cross attempted there by a Blackburn player, and then Bogle gets in the way and he gets an Ayling flop. Welcome, Martin. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody who's joined since the start. Oh, as I always say, but sometimes I forget, but I'm fairly sure we've got some new people in here tonight. If a goal goes in this game, please don't say it in the chat until I've reacted to it, until you've seen me reacted to it and put it on the scoreboard. Don't say, because you may be ahead of me with this stream and it might spoil it for me. Aronson's gone down, by the way. I think it's with his face, so it's not going to be too much of an injury to stop him playing. Ooh, it's making me cringe, the fact that he's even going like that across his eye to test it. Yeah, there's one of those things, Chazza, where I keep thinking that I'm going to do that, and I think I'm going to do it over and over again. And every single time I end the stream and I make a video and then I completely forget. Yeah, head injury, but I don't know if it's for concussion or if they're just saying that he's in a lot of pain. I don't know. So even on that replay of what happened to Aronson, it's really hard to see what actually happened. We're back underway again here, though. Yeah, it didn't look like it was on purpose. It didn't look like it was any intent behind the eye injury to Aronson. A really poor ball from the Blackburn defence there, and it's been swung straight out for a throw into Leeds. I think Aronson's back on the pitch now. Here's Dan James. Oh, tries to play inside to Aronson, but it's cut out, and it's going to be another throw in right by Eustace's technical area. Yeah, look, you're right, White Swan. If we get an injury to Aronson, we've got no 10. Welcome, Mr. P. Happy New Year. And hopefully we get that promotion. Leeds trying to force them back as they try and play forwards here. It might be, though, Michael, because if it's a cut and not a concussion, they might allow that. Because we saw Rodon do it last season with blood coming off his head. And he had it wrapped around and he was allowed to carry on. Tanaka plays that back to Melier. Here's Bogle. Long ball forward, but it goes straight through to the goalkeeper. Hopeful ball. Ball's gone back to Pears here. And he's going to clear it again. But Leeds have picked the ball back up here. Who's Joel Peru with the ball. Good ball back to Rothwell there. Now Byram. Ball to Solomon was overhit, and now Blackburn have it back. Attempting to play out now. Long ball out to the left-hand side for Hedges. Tanaka coming in to try and make a challenge here, and a combination of him and Dan James win the ball back really well there. And Tanaka wins, leads the throw-in. It's a little bit of a bitty game at the moment, a bit scrappy at times, and some of the balls forward from both sides are really bad. Oh, Dan James trying to just poke it past a player to get on the run then, but he couldn't. Ball down the line here for Blackburn, who tried to cross the ball into the box there for Ohashi, but it's gone out for a Leeds, a Blackburn corner kick. Nice little ball down the line for Ohashi. Gets behind Bogle and tries to cross it in, but Bogle stops the cross. It is a corner, though. Yeah, look, we're not too far into the game. We just need to try and... Bogle stays too far forward at times and leaves it open, or is that his job? It's the territory you're in when you play like this. 1 second. Corner's coming in, headed away. It's what he's asked to do is to play high up the pitch, and if he can't get back, that's then the job of some of the defensive midfielders to kind of step across and take up that fullback role to try and help out. Is Pears, the Blackburn goalkeeper, as he sends this one long. Headed away by Strauch, but then picked up again here by Blackburn. Here's Ohashi. Now Dolan. Back to Ohashi out on the right. They don't decide to cross it in this time, and now they try and play the ball forward again, but it's blocked by Aronson, and they're going to have to go back, so Leeds maybe can get forward here a little bit. Yes, they've got their goalkeeper's name is Pears. Yeah, their goalkeeper has slipped a couple of times so far in this game. Not to the cost of his team yet, but he does seem to be slipping about a bit. I think it's hard to see on the TV footage, but I think it is raining quite a lot at Elland Road as well. Dan James out on the right-hand side. Plays it back here to Rothwell. Across now to Rodon. Now Tanaka. Back again to Rodon. Piru. Tanaka. Strauch. Now Rothwell. I think that Leeds fans get a little bit quiet when things are going well because there's a lot of anxiety that creeps in. Throw-in about to come in then from Blackburn. Here's Ohashi. Trying to get down that right-hand side now. He's past Bogle. Bogle with a really, really good challenge there. Great tackle from Bogle. Slides in there and wins the ball back and then sends it long towards Joel Peru. Ohashi's still down, I think, from that challenge. Gets a really good tackle there by Bogle. A really good tackle. He's up now, Ohashi, and the game will continue shortly. So throw in there to free kick there to Blackburn from a little pull, I think, from Bogle. A pull or a push, one of them. Beck to deliver this free kick. Crosses it towards the back post. It's headed back to the middle and then headed away by Strauch well. Picked up by Baker here. And played out to the left-hand side. To Beck again. Now Dolan tries to play it forward, but Leeds pick it up through Piru, and now Dan James is on the run a little bit. He plays it across to Solomon, who turns, rolls his man, waiting for support here. Solomon comes inside now, looking for an option. Now Tanaka. Out wide to Byram, who's on the right back position this time. Swapped with Bogle at the moment. Here's Solomon from the edge. Drop it back off to Rodon now. Out wide to Byram on this right-hand side. Now Piru picks it up on the right wing. Gives it back to Byram. Now Tanaka. Too slow. We've slowed it down too much, and there's no way we'll ever score a goal from this situation now. If we do, I'll be buzzing, but I just can't see it because we've slowed everything down so much. Yeah, I don't know, Andy. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, obviously, but some people's opinions are wrong. Tanaka. One shot in this game so far, and it's come from Leeds. Rodon. Out wide now to Solomon on the right-hand side. Solomon tries to cross the ball into the box, and he slices it onto the roof of the net. Probably a good defender, but a really poor cross. Headed away by Strauch from that goal kick. Sorry, that was Tanaka who headed that away, and then Lewis Baker pushes Brendan Aronson over, and it's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Here's Rodon. Tanaka. Now Aronson. Sorry, this is Rodon. Now Rodon again on the edge. Now Aronson. Rothwell. Out wide to Solomon with a chance to cross it in here again, but he plays it to the edge now for Tanaka. Tanaka to Rothwell. Happy New Year, Ruggy. Good ball into the box there from Solomon, and Dan James was waiting at the back post, ready to pounce, and Beck headed that one away. It's going to be a Leeds corner kick. Joe Rothwell then, who's going to take this corner kick. Rothwell with a good delivery into the box. Headed away. Leeds are asking for a penalty there, and it's actually been given in the opposite direction as Strout goes to ground in the box. So Strout tries to win the ball from the second ball from this corner and then gets a kick in the leg. I don't think it was a penalty, but yeah, I don't think that. I think this play should have just carried on. I don't think it should have been a foul either way. Long goal kick there from Pears. Headed away by Rodon well. Now Aronson. Ball goes straight up in the air there from that challenge. Now Rodon picks it up again. With the ball down the line for Joel Peru to chase. And it's just been headed straight out for a throw in there. Safety first from the defence of Blackburn, and Leeds now have the ball with this throw in for Bogle. Now Tanaka. We're playing okay, Rookie, but I think that Blackburn are doing a good job of slowing us down and stifling us. We've only had one shot so far, and it was a very limp header from Strauch from a corner. Here's Solomon. Now Rothwell. Now Strauch. Rodon. Back to Strauch again. Leeds being forced back a little bit, but now the ball picked up by Aronson. Aronson out wide to Byram. Byram's good cross into the box, headed away. And now picked up by Rothwell. Now Byram. Back to Tanaka. Now Tanaka. Back across to Strauch. Rodon. Dan James out on that right-hand side. Pokes the ball down the line for Solomon, who's come to join him on this side. Create a bit of an overload. Here's Solomon. He's going to try and cross the ball into the box. Headed away. Oh, Tanaka's touch was good to try and get his foot in there to stop Blackburn coming away with the ball. But in the end, it didn't really help. The long ball there forward from Leeds, and it's gone over the head of Byram for a throw-in. I think Farker was a bit annoyed by that pass from Rothwell. Happy New Year, Munchie. Welcome. Header won there by... Well, that's a handball there from Blackburn. Surely, referee not giving it. Ball all the way back to Pears in goal for Blackburn now as he sends it long and makes another mistake there, really. The goalkeeper's very poor with his kicks out from the back here, and I feel like we could take advantage of this at some point. Good ball to Tanaka. From Tanaka, sorry, out to the left-hand side. Complete diagonal switch. Now Solomon. I feel like that Pears was terrible against us with his passing out from the back in the game at Ewood Park as well. Now Rothwell across to Tanaka. Tanaka lifts it over to Byram. Byram's touch is terrible, but he still keeps the ball in here. And he's going to win Leeds a throw-in. Now Rothwell. Strauch. Yeah, listen to CB, everyone. Hit that like button. Here's Rothwell. Good ball from Rothwell to Bogle. Bogle's first time pass is poor, though. And Blackburn pick the ball back up again. Vyman plays it backwards here. It goes all the way back through the Blackburn team to the goalkeeper. Good tackle there by Byron, but somehow Britain's come away with the ball. Here's Lewis Baker. I heard that too, Pierre. I heard that was an actual fact. Yeah, because how can you want a manager sacked that is winning you the championship at the present time? It makes no sense. Bogle's going to just put that one out for a throw-in rather than a corner. Throw in here for Blackburn in a high-up position. Tanaka gets in with a good little Ayling flop there, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick. Melier with long ball forward here. Throw in here from Blackburn. Good foot, though, by Tanaka, and then cleared by Blackburn. Long clearance, headed away by Rodon. Dolan now with it. Plays it out to the right now. Britton drops it off again to Dolan out on the on the right-hand side. Cross comes into the box towards the back post, and Bogle has to head it away because he doesn't know who's behind him. And it's going to be a corner kick to Blackburn here. A bit scrappy again, but Lewis Baker looking to take this corner kick. He's got an option short or to put it into the box. Goes right towards the back post, the corner, and it was bobbling around, and eventually Leeds have managed to clear it. Another little chipped ball back into the box. Meslier punches it away, and now Rothwell can clear that one to Dan James. And if Dan James could have just got there before the defender, he could have been in then behind, but the defender gets there. Referee's blown his whistle though because somebody's down here. Two players, a Leeds player and a Blackburn player. I think it's Byram and Vyman. I think they've both clashed heads there. So the ball comes in. Yeah, the ball bobbled away then, and I think it was the second ball into the box where Byram and Vyman had that injury. Oh, Hashi's down now as well. I think Ohashi's coming off now because of the injury. I think it was a tackle from Bogle that's come back to haunt him now. He's taking a long time to get off the pitch, I can tell you that much. So Ohashi's coming off for, I think, Leonard. Yeah. So back underway again here after that substitution. Ohashi off with an injury. Leonard brought on to replace him. Aronson gives it away there, and now they can potentially come forward, Blackburn, but no, he slips over and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Tanaka throws that one back to Rodon. Don't know what happened there. I think one of the Blackburn players went in from behind on Piru. Danny Bart. I think he chased Piru, and then Piru got a bit annoyed and tried to shove him away. They might both get a yellow card here, I'm not sure. Or just a talking to. No, just a talking to both of them. Here's Tanaka. Now Rodon. Tanaka again. Now to Piru, and then someone's just gone through. Lewis Baker's just gone right through the back of Piru for no reason, and yeah, he's got himself a yellow card there. Free falling with the £5 super chat. Thank you so much for that free falling. Free falling saying, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope 2025 brings you everything that you've wished for, especially promotion for our beloved Leeds United. And I echo that sentiment absolutely to everyone in the chat. Thanks so much for the super chat free falling. Here's Joe Rodon. Well, yeah, they're trying to keep Aronson quiet as well, Baker, in that midfield. And if he's on a yellow card, there's a good chance that he's going to have to think twice about making certain challenges, which is good for Leeds. Here's Piru. Good ball out wide to Solomon. Solomon with a chance to get the ball in the box. Piru making his run back inside the box now. Goes across everyone, that cross, and then Bogle can pick it up on the far side now. Here is Bogle. Out on the right-hand side near the corner flag. Here's Tanaka. Rodon. Rothwell. Strauch. Tanaka. Now Rodon. Bogle. Great ball from Bogle into Brendan Aronson, who has the ball cleared away from him, and I think it's going to be a Leeds United corner kick. A really good ball from Bogle there. Just gets away from Aronson. And it's going to be it's going to be a Leeds throw-in, not a corner, by the way. Just so you know. Here's Dan James. Back now to Rodon. Across to Strauch. Tanaka. Rothwell. Rodon. Great ball from Rodon. Tries to get it through for Dan James, but the clearance has only gone to Bogle. Bogle now into Tanaka. Tanaka back to Piru, who's taken up like a right-back position, but he's coming inside now. Ball across to Tanaka, and then Piru tries to get a place in the box as the ball's given out wide to Solomon. Solomon to Byram. Byram back to Strauch. Now Rodon. Back to Rothwell. Strauch. Good ball by Strauch into Solomon. Chance to cross the ball into the box. And then Piru's touch has got away from him. And he's had to... he's just been shielded away from the ball there. It's all Leeds in what you'd expect from it being all Leeds, Jeff, in that we are dominating a lot of the possession and trying to play forward, but they're very organised and we don't seem to be able to find too many gaps. Good ball there. Dan James is in behind here. Dan James to cross the ball into the box and cleared away on the line by the defenders. Bogle with another chance too, and it's now going to be a Leeds United corner kick. Leeds were in behind there. Did really well, Dan James. Tried to get the ball across the box for Aronson, and then the one defender that was there managed to clear it away. Rothwell to take this corner then. Just on the brink of half-time here. Corner comes in from Rothwell, headed away to the edge of the box and now cleared eventually by Blackburn. Then Bogle clears it away. Straight into touch though, and it's going to be a throw into Blackburn. About halfway inside their own half here. Yeah, we've had 61.9% possession and they've had 38.1%. Ball's just out of play at the moment, nothing happening. Now the throw-in's taken by Blackburn. Flicked on there and then... a bit of a coming together between two Leeds players as they tried to clear that there. 5 minutes added on to this first half, by the way. Well, the play's been stopped there because of an injury at the back for Leeds. The keepers Rodon and Strauch kicked each other then. Yeah, Rodon and Strout kicked each other. I think realistically, Strout should have given him the shout, and then yeah, Strout should have given him the shout, and then Rodon should have just tried and shield the player away so that Strout could have cleared it. But they obviously didn't communicate well enough, or one of them just didn't listen to the other. Here is Rodon. Gives it to Piru and then drops it straight back off. Here's Dolan as Blackburn win the ball back. Forced back, though, by Leeds here and then cleared long. Byram wins the ball back. Now Solomon out on the left-hand side. Ball into the box. Here's Dan James. Dan James shoots. It does hit a Blackburn player, Hyam, on the arm, I think, but his arms were down by his side and there was no chance that he was going to be able to get out of the way of it. You know, I think it's only been one chance at either end, hasn't it? That's going to be a Leeds throw-in out on the left-hand side by the corner flag. Byram to take it. Here's Strauch now. Now Tanaka. Into the feet of Solomon now. Solomon tries to cross it in towards Piru, but the goalkeeper can come out and catch that one with ease. And it's going to be a Blackburn ball now from the restart. Yeah, I hit him in the shoulder either way, that shot earlier from Dan James. Rothwell to Strauch. Now out wide to Solomon. He's got Aronson beyond him. Bit of a miscommunication between the Blackburn defenders there, and looks like Byram's won it back, and now good ball by Tanaka into Bogle. Bogle going forward here. Looking for an option to get the ball in the box. He's got Piru behind him. He feels like he was pulled there by Beck in the box. He was pulling his shirt back in the box there, Bogle. Yeah, he did pull in, but I don't think it was... Yeah, he's kicked it against his own foot as well, Bogle. Well, the 5 minutes has gone so far. Oh, no, sorry, it's just about to go. Yeah, it's going to be a throw into Leeds. Now Strauch. Rodon. There's only 5 seconds left of this half. May as well try and get the ball forward. Bogle. Dan James. Down the line here to Aronson. Aronson. Looking for an option. Plays it backwards and the referee's going to blow his whistle. As soon as you play it backwards, the referee will blow his whistle. You should know that, Brendan Aronson. But... stop that timer. 0-0 at half-time then here. Not many chances going either way. Leeds dominated possession as you would expect us to do. Some positive signs at times in the first half. There's a few moments where you think a little bit of a better final ball and we could be in behind to score. But let's hope we see an improvement in the second half. I am going to reset the PC now as we usually do, so the screen will go black for a while. So join me in about 5 minutes or so when I've reset everything and we should be ready to go for the second half. So yes, see you shortly. And we'll discuss what happened in the first half. Hello, I'm back. Look, it wasn't the worst first half in the world, and it wasn't the best first half in the world. I think it's one of those things where you get a little bit of a clash of styles that doesn't really work, and I think John Eustace's style against Daniel Farke's style very much makes for a bit of a dull affair at times, and I think that there's only so much you can change about your own personal philosophy and style. So Daniel Farke's not going to change his entire philosophy for 2 games a season, but I do think that the kind of clash of styles does cause a few problems in terms of entertainment, and it stifles Leeds in terms of being able to play the ball quickly, in terms of being able to create opportunities to score goals, and I think it's going to be a little bit of an issue for us in the rest of this game. But I'm really hoping that Leeds can put a goal away early on in the second half and really relax down a little bit. Yeah, but the problem is, so Zoe Jones saying Farke seems to have one tactic: late subs. First of all, obviously it's hyperbole what you're saying. Like he obviously has tactics of how he actually wants his team to play, but I get what you're saying, that he brings on subs late all the time. But you can't argue with the results of it, is the thing, because he's got the most goals from subs out of any other team in the Championship this season. So the subs he makes, they do work. So, look, thing is, I don't even think it's annoying, Pierre. I don't think that's an annoying part. I think he's making subs at the time when he wants to make them, and they're scoring goals and they're working. So I don't think that us as supporters have a leg to stand on in terms of being annoyed by his substitutes, because they work. Yeah, but we don't know that, do we? That's the thing. We don't know that they could have worked earlier in the game. All we know is that they have worked when they did. And he's making subs that are scoring goals and winning Leeds games. So at the moment, we're sat top of the league. There's not really anything that we can question too much. Well, yeah, exactly. And just as Ruggie says that, it kind of comes into where I finished that point. And look, yeah, our bench is amazing, so that there's always a chance we can bring on subs in the 70th minute and change the game, which I think is fine. To be honest, it's fine. A lot of managers do that. Yeah, but you can only play what's in front of you. It doesn't matter if it's a weak league. You can only play. It's more. There's more of a level playing field across the Championship than there is across the Premier League. Much more of a level playing field. Like anyone could beat anyone in the Championship. Obviously, until recently, that wasn't really the case with the Premier League either. With Man City obviously going on the kind of the run of form that they had, but that's the thing. We're not in the Premier League, so I don't need to worry about whether Liverpool will score for fun against us. And also, when we do get to the Premier League, we'll have had a summer to make some signings and change the way that we want to play. So, yeah, it's not necessarily, yeah, and also, yeah, as a promoted team, that's not your concern when you get promoted to the Premier League, is it? Whether you're going to lose against Liverpool. Your concern is whether you can beat the teams who are in and around you at the bottom of the table. Liam Cooper is currently walking around the pitch. Getting a round of applause and a guard of honour from the Leeds fans for obviously his services to the club. He's out playing in is it Hungary for CSKA Sofia or something like that. Let's have a little look. Yeah, CSKA Sofia. A Bulgarian first league. Hoping the game kicks off soon now. Well, that's what the number 10's for as well. White Swan mentioning how it's how to break down a low block. It's tough. Yeah, if it's organised, it's very tough. But it's just important that we get January right. If we can get somebody like Emi Buendia in on loan, it would massively help our push for promotion. It really would. But that's the point though, Shelley, of what. That's the point of what Blackburn are doing. So you're saying we need to be more brave and positive, and I think at some point they are trying, and there's a lot of passing around at the back, but that is because Blackburn are restricting us to having to play around at the back and having to struggle a little bit to try and get the ball forward because their team is set up so well to defend against us. God, his brother looks like him, doesn't he? Liam Cooper's brother looks like him. Yeah. Certainly need to score the equaliser before Blackburn score. Wait, hold on. Oh, I think they're just going through some of the score lines, but we usually do that here, don't we? So I'll have a look now, and we'll go through what's happening around the grounds. So at the moment, Sheffield. Oh, actually, earlier on today, Plymouth 2, Bristol City 2, QPR 3, Watford 1. Oxford United 1, Millwall 0 away. That's a great result for Oxford. Obviously, Leeds, Blackburn 0-0. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Derby County 0 at half time. Portsmouth 2, Swansea 0. Just the second half's just kicked off. Luton Town 0, Norwich City 0. West Brom 3, Preston 0. Cardiff City 1, Coventry 0. Burnley 0, Stoke City 0, which obviously we're concerned with the Burnley-Stoke score, and we're also concerned with the Sunderland-Sheffield United score, which, of course, either Sunderland or Sheffield United will drop points in, so either way, that's fairly good news for us. Hopefully Sunderland win. Flights one saying, I'm still confident of a win. I'll just get a bit frustrated on the lack of subs around the 65-minute mark. Well, if you do get frustrated around the 65-minute mark, the good news is that you'll only have to wait 5 minutes before the subs come on. Some players heading back out onto the pitch now. Melee having a little half-time warm-up. Oh, I was wondering why you just put mother at the end of it, Lockbones. Half-time sub for Leeds. Leeds have made a half-time substitution. Sam Byram has gone off and Max Verber has come on. I think he's just going to play left back. I think it is a swap for swap. Or a straight swap, whatever you call it. Oh, I better get the bloody timer ready for the second half. Oh, we have kicked off, but they were just wasn't focusing on the kickoff when it kicked off, which is annoying. No, Verber's come on. Strauch. Rodon. Strauch again. Now Tanaka. Let's hope for a better second half than the first. Dan James manages to keep that ball in, but Leeds can't get on the end of it. But Verber has won it back on the other side, but then given it away instantly. He's won it again, Verber. And Leeds can still continue here. Here's Tanaka. Back down the line here for Solomon. Solomon tries to get in the box and it just comes off his knees and goes out for a goal kick. I'd like to see Ramazani come on at some point for Solomon. Yeah, Verber scored that goal, didn't he, against Derby in the home game. Ball down the left-hand side for Blackburn as they try and get it forward. It's blocked by Rodon, and now Strauch can play it back to Meslier. Strauch really put Meslier in trouble there, and Dolan was very close to nicking it off him. Yeah, he doesn't put enough on it there, and Meslier is just there in time to clear it away. Very lucky boy, Strauch. Now Bogle's injured. But that's really annoying because Byram could have gone to right back and Verber could have come on at left back, but now we don't have anyone on the bench who plays right back, I don't think. It's when you could do with Archie Gray. So our bench, who else have we got that could play right back? I mean, Ampadu at a stretch. What did he do, Bogle? He was sprinting after Leonard, and then I think perhaps potentially he's hurt his hamstring there. Yeah, it could potentially be Ampadu. I don't think Schmidt's going to come on. Schmidt's very... although isn't Schmidt... Isn't Schmidt another right-footed left-back? It's just sod's law, innit, that Byram's gone off. Nonto's getting ready to come on, which might mean that Leeds might go to a 3 at the back. Yeah, Nonto's getting ready, so I think Leeds are going to go 3 at the back. I think Ampadu... Ampadu. Rodon on the right, Strauch in the middle, and Verber on the left of a back 3 is what I think we're going to be doing. Yeah, Bogle's heading off. I think he's going to be subbed here. I think Nonto's going to come on, and I think we're going to go back to the 3. Bogle's injured, yeah, so there's nothing we can do about it. No, but it's a forced change because Bogle's pulled up with his hamstring. So Ampadu is coming on. Ampadu's coming on for Rothwell, I think. And Rodon. See, everybody going on about his subs. And, yeah, he's made 3 by the 50th minute. Oh, is Nonto getting his... Nonto's getting his clothes back on again. So, no, he is only making 2 subs. Nonto didn't come on. Rothwell was going to be the one that come off as well then, but he never got actually taken off in the end. That was weird. So foul there by Leonard on Tanaka, and it's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Strauch. Rodon. Long ball forward here from the Leeds defence. Ampadu, I think it was, and it's bounced all the way through to the goalkeeper. Yeah, Bogle's pulled up with his hamstring. He's injured, so that's why he's brought off. I feel like Byram must have had a knock as well to be brought off at half-time. So Ampadu's at right back. And here he is with the ball. Down the line now for Dan James, who's been wiped out, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick. Taken quickly. The commentator just referred to Dan James as the former Manchester United man, and I never want to hear any Dan James referred to that ever again. Oh, great ball into the box from Solomon to... Oh, Aronson can't square it because it was blocked there by good defending. Cleared away by Blackburn. Ooh, poor attempt to head that by Strauch there, and he's hurt himself. This game is just constant injuries, isn't it? Not sure I agree entirely with that, because Dan James last season was really, really good, and he got, I think, his record number of goals and assists in a season for us. Strauch's still down here. He slipped. Yeah, he has been. They're just showing all the replays of the Blackburn goalkeeper slipping and sliding, and every time he tries to kick the ball. Yeah, Strauch's still down here, so that may be a concussion sub, and that would mean Verber would go in at left centre back, and then Schmidt would come on at left back would be your option, I think. That's if he is coming off. Verber to Tanaka, who's dropped in at centre back just while Strauch's off. I'm assuming you mean co-commentator, Michael. But I can't remember. They said it was an ex-player, but I can't remember who it is. Here's Verber. Back to Rothwell. Now Tanaka. Rodon. Strauch. Lofts a ball over the top here for Verber. Chests it down to Solomon and gets it back again. Now Aronson. It's a foul against Tronstad that time, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick. Leeds are playing again. Good ball from Tanaka out wide to Solomon on the right. Solomon crosses it into the back post. It's headed away and then cleared away again. Strauch can pick it up. Here's Rothwell. Out to Ampadu in the right back position, and then across back inside again to Rodon. Strauch. Rodon. Strauch. Solomon. Now Ampadu. Ball down the line here to Dan James. James wins, leads the throw in. Oh yeah, 89 likes. If we get up to 100 likes, we'll definitely score. That's definitely how it works. Here's Ampadu. Rodon plays the ball out wide now. Headed again there by Leeds up towards Joel Peru. Peru bounced off the ball there a couple of times. I thought that was a good foot there by Ampadu, but it's been given as a free kick just inside the Blackburn half. I think Piru and Danny Bart are having a little bit of a to-do throughout this game. Is Aronson. Now Ampadu and Tanaka. Good ball into Rothwell's feet. Rothwell with a lofted ball over the top for Dan James. Dan James with a good touch, controls it, and now comes back on himself but loses the ball to Hedges there. I think he slipped a little bit, Dan James, in the continuing rain. Tronstad gets away from Solomon and pokes the ball out to the right back position. Gets it back again, and now Leeds are still trying to press through Solomon and Aronson. Oh, Piru's nearly been given the ball away by Tronstad. And then the long clearance has gone to Rodon. Rodon with a poor pass there. Now they have the ball back again, Blackburn. Welcome, freshly picked. Yeah, you're right there, Robert. Bang on. 3 sub windows for up to 5 subs, so you could bring 5 subs on at once. But you can't bring 5 subs on at 5 different points. You'd have to do a 2-2 and a 3, a 2-2 and a 1 to be able to use them all, or any other combination of those. Some of our passing has just lacked that accuracy, and our final ball just seems to go flying past people at times. Marching on together starts to ring out around Elland Road, hopefully providing a bit of inspiration. Yeah, remember, just a second half reminder, don't put it in the chat if Leeds or Blackburn score before I've reacted to it. Yeah, I mean, look, as long as you don't lose, you're gaining points, aren't you? 2 points per game should be enough to get you promoted. So how many games do you play in the Championship? There's 24 teams, so you play them all twice. So that's 48. So you play 46 games. So 2 points per game is 94 points. Isn't it? Aronson tackled there, but Leeds do win the ball back. Good ball by Verber down the line there. Now Rothwell. Strauch. Have any change in the score in the Burnley game? 92. Yep. Thanks, Robin. Here's Verba trying to put the ball in the box, and Leeds are going to win themselves a corner kick. Come on, Leeds. Score from a corner. This is the type of game where you have to score from a corner or something, and that's what kicks you off. Rothwell's corner comes in. Headed away. And it's going to be a free kick to Blackburn as well. Yeah, someone mentioned this earlier, Chris, about the fact that Birmingham got rid of Eustace for Wayne Rooney. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, a lot of time wasting and fouling and trying to break up the play from Blackburn. But it's annoying to watch, but you've got to say if they are keeping us to 0-0 at the moment, then it's working. Poor touch there from the Blackburn player, and Leeds can clear that one forwards. It's going to go out for a Blackburn throw-in on the right-hand side as Leeds are looking down the pitch. Going to be another throw in here. Here's Rodon. Ball back to Melier. Now Strauch. To Rodon. Peru plays it out wide now to Daniel James. James trying to get the ball back. He feels he was fouled there, but nothing given. Is Rodon. Not if Sheffield United win, Isaac, now. We'll go second. No, because they're only a... Oh, no, you're right, yeah. Yeah, sorry, if we draw, yeah, then we'll still stay top. We'll still stay top. Here's Dan James. Trying to cross the ball in here at some point. Gives it inside instead to Aronson. Aronson comes out the box, gives it to Tanaka now. Back to Ethan Ampadu. Dan James. James tries to lift it in, headed away. Now Rodon. Back to Strauch. Rodon again. Here's Tanaka. Great ball from Tanaka into Verba, who gets tackled, but it's going to be a Leeds corner kick. Really good pass there from Tanaka. Short corner, so I'm counting that as it's not a goal from a corner if we do score. Here's Rothwell. Rothwell crosses it into the box. Headed back by Verba. Ampadu, sorry, it was. Now Aronson. Ampadu again. Now Tanaka. Dan James. James tries to cross it in, headed away. Rothwell can go and pick that up. Good ball from Verber to Aronson. Aronson back to Solomon. Solomon looked like he was shaping up to cross it, but goes back down the line instead. Solomon with the ball into the box! Oh! Dan James at the back post can't quite get a touch on it. If he'd have got any sort of touch on it at all, it would have been 1-0. Here's Tanaka. Leeds really putting the pressure on Blackburn now. Rodon. Tanaka. Tanaka with a good ball out, bad ball out wide to Solomon there, but it is going to be a throw-in to Blackburn near their own corner flag. Leeds are bringing on Bamford, Nonto and Joseph. So Rothwell's coming off and Nonto's coming on, which I imagine might mean that we go 3 at the back and put Ampadu in midfield. Joseph's coming on for Piru, and Bamford's going to come on as well. And Solomon's coming off as well. Tanaka with the ball forward here. Joseph brings it down and gives it out wide to Dan James on the right here. Dan James tries to loft it into the box, but it's a bit too light and airy, that pass, and it's been headed away. But now Verber out on the left-hand side tries to cross it in, takes a deflection, and the goalkeeper's able to catch that one in the end. It's going to be a throw in there to Leeds. Just about on the halfway line. Here's Nonto. I mean, I'm just seeing Farker now and Bamford. I want to see where the ball is, thank you. Here is Nonto still. Just coming into the opposition half now. Drops it off to Ampadu. Rodon. Ampadu again. Nonto. Nonto feels like he was probably fouled there, but he's up again. Nonto, ball down the line to Dan James. Back inside to Nonto. Nonto to Dan James, tries to get it back, but Ampadu's now got a chance to put the ball in the box. It was bobbling around a little bit there. Unlucky for Leeds that it didn't pop up to anyone. They've got a counter-attack here, Blackburn, but Leeds have won the ball back, but it's going to be a free kick. Referee's given a free kick, but not a yellow card, but let's see what happened. Long ball forward from the Blackburn defender, and he's actually slipped as he's kicked it. Hi, Ben. They've stifled us. They've played a little bit dirty and a little bit time-wasty, but you've got to say that it's working for them. 0-0, and we've created a few chances, but we just haven't managed to get that telling touch. Strauch Good ball out wide to Verber. A bit of space to run into, but he tries to pass it first time, and it's a really poor pass in the end. Leeds need to try and win the ball back, but the ball's out to Dolan on the right-hand side now. Here's Vyman. Plays it back to Baker. Now out wide. On the left. Chance for them to cross the ball in, maybe. Ampadu trying to put up a fight. Here's Dolan. Plays it back out to the right-hand side. Crosses into the box. Header. And Meslier can just catch that one in the end. Is Nonto out on the right-hand side now. Aronson on the right. Tries to get the ball back to Bamford. Bamford tries to backheel it back to him, but it's just been taken away. Here's Dan James. Good ball to Nonto. Nonto back to Bamford. Bamford shoots. Blocked, though. Strauch. Rodon. Ampadu. Now Dan James. Terrible cross into the box. Terrible cross into the box from Dan James. I can't believe we didn't score that chance earlier. Went right across the face of goal. Yeah, Nonto didn't check his shoulder there and loses out. Here's Dolan as he turns on it. Plays it out to the right-hand side for Tronstad. Or from Tronstad, should I say. Now, Dolan trying to find a place to get the ball down the line here for Britain. Good tackle up by Tanaka, though. And now Aronson gives it back to Meslier, who can clear it long. Leeds need to win the ball back and get on the counter-attack at some point here, just to make Blackburn realise that they can't attack like this. Now Leeds have got a bit of a break here. Just like I said then, Dan James, is he going to square it? Squares it across to Nonto. Nonto does really well to get the ball out to Aronson there, even though I think he was being fouled from behind. Aronson comes inside. Aronson with a chance to shoot. Aronson just over the bar. Just got to keep it down there. Brendan Aronson, all of his shots go directly down the centre of the goal. Like, he comes inside there and bang, good strike, but straight down the middle and just over the bar. Just needs to keep it down. Can be a free kick here to Blackburn on the halfway line. This free kick then. About to be taken by Blackburn. They're taking their time over it, I can tell you that. Chance for them to put the ball in the box from deep. Long ball. Headed into the box, then away by Strauch. Really heavy touch there by Danny Batt, and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Aronson. Verba knocks that one long down the line. Headed back again. Verba can clear again. Well recovered by Leeds there. Here's Strauch into Bamford's feet. Oh, Aronson's feet, sorry. Good ball from Aronson. Ampadu can pick it up now. Now Dan James. Dan James on a bit of a run down this right-hand side. Looking for an option, though. Good ball from Dan James into Nonto. Nonto slips but maintains his composure. Here is Nonto still. Nonto fouled on the edge of the box and leads with a free kick in a promising position. We don't ever score from free kicks, but I mean, if we had Gruev, we might have a chance. I actually forgot Gruev existed until I just thought about him for that free kick. Bamford standing near this. Verba, Dan James and Patrick Bamford are the ones stood over it. It doesn't fill you with promise, does it? Bamford's walked away, so James and Verba. Dan James goes to shoot. Straight into the goalkeeper's gloves. He beat the wall, but straight into the goalkeeper's gloves. Really, yeah, really poorly placed. I'm just surprised that a Leeds player beat the wall with a free kick. Here's Tanaka out on the right-hand side. Now Dan James again. James tries to cross it in. I think he actually hit Nonto, but his header, inadvertent header, went back to Rodon. Now into the box. Headed away, and now Strauch across to Verba. Back to Strauch. Strauch trying to get the ball in the box. It's going to be a foul by Bamford there and a free kick to Blackburn on their, just in their 6-yard box. Couple of subs from Blackburn now then. I think they're making 3 subs actually, Blackburn. So Dolan's coming off. For the longest name in human history. What's he? Cozier Dewberry. That's his entire last name. Leonard's been taken off, even though he came on for the winger that got Ohashi in the first half that got injured. Corner kick to Leeds. As Dan James tried to cross it into the box. It's going to be Dan James to take this corner kick. Ball coming in here. Leeds are claiming handball there. But it's going to be another corner kick. Let's have a look at this. Oh, sorry, but that's a handball. In the Premier League, that's getting given. His arms are out like this. Oh, Nonto with a shot from the edge of the box that just went past the post there. Unlucky. Burnley have had a red card. That's good. Thanks for the update, Paul. It's a good strike by Nonto, isn't it? To get that power on it and that almost accuracy on it from the edge of the box. It's just unlucky. I think he might have took a deflection off someone's back there. In the Premier League, that handball shout would be given as a penalty to Leeds. Because the player literally went like this and the ball hit him on the arm. Like that. Slash Dukara, given the position it was from. Oh, even Dan James is not quite quick enough to catch up with his own bad touch there. Eustace and Farker are both complaining to the fourth official about something, and I'm not sure what it is. Rodon sends that one forward. Mateo Joseph wins the header, and now Aronson trying to challenge for it. Tanaka does really well and gets the ball to Nonto. Nonto with a good touch. Strauch. Thanks, Goz. Now James. Back to Ampadu. Now Tanaka. Ball's gone past Strauch, but he leaves it for Verber. Now Aronson. Back to Verber again. Across now to Joe Rodon. Good ball from Nonto in, but it's just cleared away there by the Blackburn defender. It was on its way to Bamford in the box. James trying to get through there, but he's tackled, but it is going to be a Leeds throw-in. Blackburn are sitting slowly further and further and further back into their own half. Here's Strauch. Now Nonto. Nonto tackled there. And then Nonto wins the ball back. Nonto with the ball down the line to Verber. Verber tries to cross it across the box. Really good. Oh, so unlucky there. It might be a penalty. It's a penalty. Leeds have won a penalty. Mateo Joseph. Bamford's shot was deflected back into the path of Mateo Joseph. And just as Mateo Joseph went to strike the ball to try and score, he was wiped out in the box. Please. Oh, God, it's going to be Bamford to take the penalty, isn't it? It really is going to be Bamford to take the penalty. Oh, Bamford flicked it on and then Joseph went to strike it and the player just kicked his foot rather than the ball. Yeah, so the ball got crossed in. Bamford flicked it on and then, who was it? Hyam. He just kicked Mateo Joseph's foot off rather than getting the ball. I can't help myself from looking at the chat, so just in case someone spoils it, I'm just going to minimise the chat. It's going to be Strauch to take it. Strauch's taking the penalty. I'm pretty sure Strauch missed the last one he took, and we all said, why is a centre-back taking a penalty? I remember talking about that on my match reaction at the time, saying why was a centre-back taking a penalty. Come on, Pascal. Come on, Pascal. Pascal Struijk slots it! 1-0 Leeds. Thank you, Pascal Struijk. Calm, cool, collected. Puts it in the back of the net. 1-0. He's not captain at the moment, Paul, because Ampadu's on the pitch. Really, really good penalty by Pascal Struijk in the end. It's a late penalty. Really good penalty from Struijk. No need to apologise, Paul, but I just thought, because I thought that, and then I thought, oh, where's his armband? And I thought, oh, yeah, because Ampadu's on. Yeah, Blackburn might fly out the blocks trying to score now right before the end. They're going to have to try and do something, Blackburn, which might lead us to have another chance here. Well, Ampadu is the club captain. So if he comes on the pitch, he's the captain. So if he doesn't start, then it goes to the vice captain, Struijk. And then as soon as he comes on the pitch, then he'll just give him the armband because he's the club captain. It's a good ball forward, and they're in the box here. Blackburn player's just gone down, and it's going to be given as a corner kick to Blackburn, not a penalty. It's a good ball down the line, and he was in the box then. Tanaka just trying to get in on the right side of him, and he falls over, but it's going to be a corner kick. Did that Rankin Costello used to play for Cardiff? I recognise the name. Ball into the box now from Blackburn. Headed at the back post. Cleared. It's gone in. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. Can you believe it? The ball just bouncing round in the box off a corner. What an absolute joke. All the Leeds players switched off because the ball went to the back post. They thought it had already gone out, and Gay just manages to head it back across the box. Yeah, so Leedsy. $10 added time. I think my time has stopped anyway, so there's not much I can do about that. Yeah, 10 minutes added time. We've got time to make it 2-1. Speaking of which, here's Mateo Joseph on the right wing. Joseph crosses it in, headed away, but only as far as Nonto. Nonto back to Tanaka here. Now Dan James on the corner of the box. Crosses it in towards the back post. Just away by the goalkeeper and then cleared at the back post by the Blackburn defence. Struijk now chasing back to get the ball. Gives it to Rodon. Ten added minutes onto this game. Ampadu out to the right-hand side for Dan James. Dan James crosses the ball across the box. He doesn't. It just goes out by the near post. Really poor cross from Dan James. Yeah, they did. They all switched off when they thought the ball had gone out. Burnley full-time draw. That's good news, at least. John Eustace getting told off by the fourth official. is Verba, but a free kick on Strauch before that has meant the play is going to restart now with Rodon playing the ball out to Ampadu. Ampadu coming forward. Now Nonto to Dan James. James back to Nonto. Inside to Tanaka. Tanaka with a cross into the box. It's bounced all the way to the back post and Aronson can pick it up. Here's Brendan Aronson. Plays it to the edge for Pascal Strauch. Now Tanaka. Tanaka goes to shoot, but it's blocked and straight back to Tanaka again. They're attempting to clear it again here, Blackburn, and they do manage to get rid of it. Rodon's had to charge all the way back into his own half to get the ball. 93 minutes and 93 and a half minutes gone here. Aronson. Strauch. Now Rodon. Ampadu bringing it forwards again. Tanaka. Tanaka's foot gets the ball to Nonto and then Bamford, and then it's cleared again. Rodon. Aronson. Nonto again. Tanaka into Joseph. Now Aronson. Ball to Verba! Great strike. Really good save by the goalkeeper. Really good save and really good strike of the ball by Verba. Corner then. Referee stopping it for a second because Hyam, I think it is, or one of the defenders is pushing around in the box. Cross comes in from the corner. Punched away. Here's Kozia Dubry. Now Nonto. Oh, Nonto loses the ball out to him, though. Tanaka does really well there. And then Tanaka's going to win himself a free kick. How much time left? It's the 95th minute now. 95 minutes and 10 seconds gone here. Here's Dan James. Oh, drops to the edge of the box there, and then they're going to come away with the ball, and it's going to be a free kick to Blackburn. Yellow card to Tanaka, I think, now. How can you just make a statement like that their keeper's better than ours? Because he's made one good save and his distribution's been awful. Pairs then to take this free kick. It's Kozia Dubry then with the throw-in. Kozia Dubry won't give Aronson the ball and he keeps falling on it and being a little knobhead. He won't give him the ball. Kozia Dubry should get a yellow card for obstruction. Square Ball aren't negative about the club all the time. They often talk about good things that have happened, things they enjoyed, and like. So I don't know why you always bring that up. Aronson getting in the way there, doing really well to win Leeds a free kick. Verba, Rodon. Back to Ampadu. Ampadu with a long ball forward towards Dan James. It's a fantastic pass, headed away by Danny Bart. How is that a free kick to Blackburn? Dan James just challenging for the ball. Why is Eustace just constantly having a go at the linesman? He needs to get a he needs to get a yellow card at least. Eustace is trying to give it to the Leeds fans now. Ampadu. Rodon with the ball all the way back to Meslier now. Meslier sends that one long. Now Strauch to Verber. Verber sends that one long. Up towards Bamford. Aronson into Nonto. Aronson's been fouled there again. Dirty Blackburn. Have you seriously just done that, Goz? The same thing goes for the for telling me whether a goal goes in or not, to telling me whether the game's finished, because then it spoils it. There's no anticipation for the rest of what's left. Aronson, cross it into the box, goes past everyone. And now Pears has gone down holding his legs. It's a good ball in from Aronson, but just no... Oh, fair enough, Goz. I'll let you off. I'll let you off. Tensions are high. Tensions are high. There's going to be more added onto this as well. Goalkeeper's just got a yellow card for time wasting. Sent the ball long. It's got to be longer than that because there's been loads that's happened in this time. The penalty and everything was... Oh no, that was before. Here's Nonto. Nonto tries to play a ball forward. It's cleared away. And it's going to be a throw in to Leeds. Verber. Strauch. Leeds come forward potentially for one last time. Rodon. Dan James. Oh, he tries to cross it in and it goes to no one. Aronson plays it too... Don't play it far back because the referee will blow the final whistle. Nonto. Cross the ball in. Ampadu puts the ball in the box. Heads it up to a bar just over the bar, the header. And that's the end of the game. Really unlucky. Yes, it is free falling. Oh, God. Well, yeah, we're still on top of the league, and there's no way that we won't be top of the league by the end of today. Thanks, everybody, so much for joining me. Thanks to all of those of you who are members and continue to support the channel. Thank you to... 1 second. I think it was free falling with the super chat. Thanks for that as well. Thank you for everybody for joining me. And yeah, won't be long until we're live again for the next game. And I'll put a match reaction out shortly. So yeah, go ahead and give that a watch as well. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.